Welcome back to the channel. This is No Luck Trucking. I'm Matt, and well, as the title says, we missed a delivery. It's not our delivery, but the thing that we were waiting for on the Amazon Prime, which is the laptop power supply, was supposed to be delivered after we delivered the last load and before we picked up the one that we're currently on. But they sent an email saying that they were delaying the delivery, which, you know, we had very thin margins for time, so that did not work out for retrieving that one. So we ordered a different one that was en route. So altogether, we have 3 chargers in Amazon lockers, 2 of which are going to get sent back once their time limit runs out. They're going to give us a refund, all as well. The last one we were able to pick up in Okawaville, Illinois at a Road Ranger, which actually lined up. So we picked up the load that we're on, which is a load of cabinets, like 20,000 pounds. We're taking that over to Phoenix, Arizona, which is, even during the best of times, it's a pretty dry market. So we're taking it to Phoenix, but we were able to stop on the way and we picked up the power supply. I charged up the laptop, but I was thinking, I think I'm gonna let this run go. I'm not gonna really film. We're just gonna take the weekend off, maybe do some talking videos, you know, the fireside chats, as somebody called it. I mean, it was a good, I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say. It's early. Reception. It was a good reception on the last video, talking about the rates and stuff like that, and just the realness of what's happening in the industry, kind of unfiltered. I mean, I've never like changed the narrative of what we were going through. Up until a few weeks ago, we were still doing $3 a mile bare minimum, and we were finding it. I can count maybe 1 or 2 loads that were like maybe 10 cents less or something like that in the last 5-6 months that we've ran. But now, like I said, after Easter, everything has just completely hit the wall. So even booking out and being really quick on calling and stuff, there's just, the loads just aren't getting posted that have any sort of revenue or miles or anything. So it's getting rough. I mean, I see this Prime truck next to us. Their APU sounds like a dirt bike, but it has team operation sticker on the side, like check in sleeper for co-driver in case of fire or emergency or whatever. They've been here since we've been here. So if a team truck at a mega carrier is not burning the miles up, you know it's bad as well. So just kind of all over the place. It was interesting. Some people were calling us liars, saying that we weren't getting stuff over $3, and some people were saying that finally we're telling the truth, like we had been lying about this stuff the whole time. But it is what it is. You can't please everyone. Everyone's always going to be a critic, but it's whatever. So we have a couple days. We deliver Monday on this load, so we have some time to get across the country. And then from Arizona, we're deadheading over to California, and we have a load coming back to Mobile, Alabama. That one's going to be heavy. Troy, yeah, that's right. Troy, Alabama. Close, maybe. I don't know. I don't know where either of them are in the state, to be honest. We don't go to Alabama a lot. We pass through every once in a while, but we try not to. Because it was a pretty dead market comparatively before as well. But now we're here. So we're going to a lot of the areas that we don't normally go to, which maybe Washington and Oregon might be on the plate now that everywhere has pennies coming out. I mean, that was a pretty dead end market. And then once you get over to the West Coast, there's a bunch of decent paying loads, but they take you in this giant circle of bad load areas. So I was talking to a friend yesterday, actually, and we were talking about kind of like, you can still find decent rate per mile loads every once in a while, but the volume is so far down that you can't find them consistently. And with his company, he's going to places and then sitting and hoping, because their company drops all the loads the morning of, or maybe the day before. So you have to go to these complete dead areas with a whole lot of faith and no plan, which is 100% how we do not operate. So that would stress me out a little bit if that was the way that we had to do it. But we've been fairly fortunate now that we've gotten on a roll of like booking some good stuff. I think we're booked out until...
How far did I book out yesterday?
Well, that one doesn't count. There's a huge gap in between.
Yeah, but we're going home. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, so when did you book it? Was it for April or?
No, I'm saying, let's see. The end of May.
End of May, okay, yeah. So we have a $4 a mile run end of May that we booked. And right now, currently, for this time out that we're running, we're booked out until the 15th of next month. So about 20 something days, which is the only way that we can really survive, you know? Like, we're doing a lot of the team runs across the country back and forth, so rate per mile is a little bit lower than we would like to take, but the revenue is there, and it's way more revenue than we can build catching like decent paying loads that are shorter. So, and it also gives us something to do as well. So instead of like picking up a load, waiting for a day, picking up the next load, and just wasting a whole bunch of time, this is more efficient. So we're making more doing this than we were trying to piece together shorter runs. It's all good. We're sitting over at Joplin 44. We actually went and bought some mud flap hangers. The ones that we bought a while back, they were aluminum, and the welds where it mounts up to the truck broke on both sides. Somebody wasn't good at TIG welding, obviously. The welds looked pretty, but there was no actual melting of metal, which is kind of a problem. That's kind of what you want in welding. I'd rather an ugly weld that holds than a pretty weld that cracked right down the center. So this time we found some stainless steel ones, and they looked to be MIG welded and looked like a pretty good weld. Looked like some solid penetration. So we're gonna put those on once we stop later today or tomorrow, maybe. I don't know exactly where we're gonna stop, but we'll throw those on. And yeah, we'll start filming stuff probably on the California run, and then we'll get back into the episodes. Might do some like fireside chats in between, you know, if that's what the people want. You know, it's easy to do a phone video and upload it straight from the phone, no editing. It's just kind of hard to keep a train of thought because it's all off the top of my head. So gonna be a lot of rambling, but you get that with the edited ones as well. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.